What it do, family and friends? Welcome back to the Church of Black Power. If you are not subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button along with the notification bell so you can be notified whenever videos like this drop. Also, please make sure that you're hitting the like and share button. Help me beat up the algorithm so we can get this message out to the ears that need to hear. And finally, if you have not done so yet, the link will be in the description. Please go to change.org and sign the petition that I am trying to push to Congress, which is the RDAS Act, Reparations for the Descendants of American Slavery Act. With that being said, family and friends, let's get into it. So comedian Godfrey went on Club Shay Shay and he was telling a story about him being on the set of Soul Plane. And Shannon asked a very straightforward question, and Godfrey answered it. So I'm going to play the clip and we'll be right back.
So I walk in and they say, so what you gonna do? Because Soul Plane was, everybody was going, motherfucker, fuck that, fuck this shit. I said, I got an idea. What if I play an African guy? They said, what? I'm gonna play an African dude because Snoop Dogg's already there. Right. Let him do all the motherfucking, let me be the, what is the problem, you know? Right. And Black Africans and African Americans always butt heads anyway. Yeah. That would be a perfect dynamic. So I went in there.
Why y'all hate us?
What? Well, you're Nigerian now. You need to talk to them. Why do you hate Shannon on me? For what? No, why do we don't hate, that's some bullshit.
Nah, y'all do, y'all be hating.
No, wait a minute.
Y'all be sneak tip hating.
But first of all, as me being raised here, I protect both. First of all, some Nigerians, they do sometimes, Africans in general, some of them do think they're better than African Americans, which is bullshit. Right. Because it's not the truth, because Africans are treated like shit in Africa. Colonization. Yeah. England, France, that's why you speak in French, not because you special. Yeah. Because they came and sat on your shit and said, you gonna speak what the fuck we speak. Right. The Dutch, all of them, Italian, all of those European countries came and colonized you, treated you like shit. I mean, you go to South Africa, white people are calling themselves Africans and they don't even look it. That's some gangster shit, don't you think? I'm from South Africa. No, you're not. You're Dutch. You just didn't know when the fuck to leave. You see what I'm saying? It's fucked up. So that should tell you, and what African Americans have gone through, the fucking hell that they've gone through and still go through. How are you coming from that mentality and saying you thinking you better than them?
Absolutely, Godfrey. Absolutely. And you know, I really must admit that Godfrey has been a lot more, I don't want to say knowledgeable, but cautious about the language and the words that he uses in his interviews now. Since that last interview with Vlad and he got called out by the black community, he has made an effort to not make that mistake again. And I'm not going to say that anybody should just, believe him and put him on a pedestal or anything like that. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just noticing that from the last time when he made that mistake, almost every other article after which, even the very next article the very next interview after he did that Vlad interview, he went back to Vlad and he basically called Vlad out for being a culture vulture. So I'm not going to say the guy's doing great and all this other. I'm just saying that I noticed that, hey, he has been making an effort, and I'm recognizing the effort in what he's saying, in what he's been making, excuse me, put it like that. But yes, there's nothing you can say to that. There should be no reason why you can you feel or have the audacity to come to a country that you didn't build, but then want to talk bad about the people or think that you're better than the people who actually did not just build the country, but continue to sustain the country. You got to have some sort of audacity running through the veins all throughout your body to do some shit like that. Not just that. It's the caucasity. It's not even audacity. It's the caucasity. Because in your mind, you thinking that you're closer to being white than you are to being black when it comes to being in America. And that's why a lot of Africans, they put white on their applications, on their Census Bureau information, on like they classify themselves as white. Some of them, not all of them, but some of them absolutely do. And so there is a situation where in jails, a lot of people that go to jail who are black will be misraced. So if you're black and you go to jail, they might put you as a white person for various reasons of trying to, hide statistics or whatever the situation may be. That's something that I wonder, are these people that are getting taken to jail, are these Africans, and these Africans who are being taken to jail, who are getting, I'm not saying that they are Africans, but if they are these the people that clarify or classify themselves as being white? It's just a thought. But it's very disrespectful. It's mind-boggling to even figure out what gives you the thought in your head to come to a country, flee to a country that you didn't build, and then start acting as if, or saying things as if you're better than the people who actually built and sustained the country that you fled to. So I'm in 100% agreement with him on that one. Let's continue.
Because you have an accent? Because for some reason, the white society in America tends to, Africa, he has an accent. It's a little different. It's like when you're British, like Idris said, when you have a British accent and you're black. Hello, I don't know. That's what I'm doing. Ooh, that's why they get to play us. Listen, British black dudes are playing drug dealers. I thought Idris Elba was from Baltimore. I thought he was. He was like, yo, you motherfuckers don't understand. And then I'm watching BBC. When I did The Wire, I studied the ghetto in Hall.
And I have to stop it there because as he's telling the truth, he's also doing the same thing. You're Nigerian, right? So you were born here, you were raised here. Okay, cool. However, you're still Nigerian, right? So when you say they're playing us, who is us? It's like the dude on Joe Budden's goddamn podcast where he was like, we ain't getting reparations. Who is we? And when did you learn to speak French? Because at the end of the day, you don't qualify. So I just find it interesting that he's making a fact. It is a fact. But he's not including himself in that same fact. He's looking at it as if he's included in that situation. They're playing us. Well, you're playing us too. And I'm glad you're saying this stuff, but let's be clear and let's be honest about it. You have the same lineage as those people over there in Nigeria, right? You don't have Black American lineage. And I'm not, saying this in a bad way. But if he would have said, even myself, I must call myself out on these roles that I get, that I choose to play or I accept, because they're representing Black Americans. And they can go get a Black American to play a Black American easy. So I feel it's a little disingenuous that he just said that statement in such a way.
Baltimore? You sound like Lord Baltimore, motherfucker. What the fuck? What the fuck was that? And then this Driss guy, there's another Driss.
Yeah.
Snowfall.
Yeah.
I'm thinking this motherfucker's like, yo, cuz. And he's like, I took him. The fuck is this, Another, because I don't know what it is. Something about, this is just my theory, something about that Black American accent. Hey man, fuck. But hello. Oh. And we'll let Idris play that, but then when he gets back to his normal self, we get to hear James Bond.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we don't want to hear that. It's something about that. I don't know. I think it's just a little weird. It's like African Americans go through hell, but everybody copies African Americans.
Right.
Everybody does. All
facts. So when you have people coming over here talking about Black Americans don't have any culture, our culture is all across the world. All around the world. You go to Asia, they're over there dancing like Black folk, dressing like Black folk, talking, trying to speak like Black folk, getting their hair done like Black folk. That's our culture. Hell, cooking soul food. That's our culture. The way we walk, our AAVE, our vernacular is something that everyone copies. The fashizzle my nizzles and the periods and all that other stuff, that's all us. But people will fix their mouth. And I got a up and coming broadcast on this as well. I have many clips to show you guys about our culture. But people will fix their mouths to say we have no culture while sitting here dressed like us and speaking like us. They're not speaking in their native tongue. They're not dressed in their native garb, They're out here acting, speaking, mimicking us, but then want to say we have no culture. And I'm going to enjoy doing that video on the culture because it's too many folks that believe this nonsense that Black folks have no culture when no. Most of your cultures around the world is a blessing from Black Americans. The freedmen here has impacted the world and continues to do so. We are the moral compass of the world, and we are the original stylers of the world. Without us, there would be no style. You wouldn't be swagging. You wouldn't have personality. Let's keep this 100, a full buck in this piece. Everyone else copies Black Americans. Period. Point in black.
I've been to a lot of countries. You've been to a lot of countries. I've been to a lot.
I've been to a lot of countries.
You haven't been to a lot of countries? You're so Southern.
Yeah.
He's like, I'll go.
I've been to a lot of states.
A lot of stuff. God damn. I go fishing over there. Yeah. So damn. And I get my RV out there.
Yeah.
Like my grandmother said, man, if you ain't got nothing to do, stay where you at. But listen, I'm saying Africa. When I've been to China, I actually performed. I was the first American to perform in Russia in 2018 in Moscow. And black shit is everywhere. Hip hop. There's Russian hip hop. I was in Lithuania. Went to a Lithuanian hip hop club. I was the only black dude there, and they were all grabbing their dicks, and I'm like this. Hi guys, hello. Hi, that's our culture. Yeah, China, everywhere is hip hop. When I was in Japan,
hi, that's our culture. Our culture. Our culture. No, that's our culture. See, this is the thing. That's what I'm saying. Like, he's making some great valid points, but he keeps including himself within the lineage, and that's not what it is. Now, I appreciate you appreciating what we have and what we've built. But when you throw yourself in there while speaking about other people doing the same thing that you're actually doing, it seems a hell of a lot hypocritical.
Korea, black people are copied. All that K-pop is just nothing but fucking a new edition. It's all black shit everywhere. African-American, I think the African-American culture is the strongest culture on the planet, period. Because even Africans are going, yo, nigga, man, fuck all that shit, nigga. Really? You sound stupid, man. This nigga got a lot of nerve, man. I was just saying, though, man, nigga, shut up.
Facts on top of facts. And like I said, I got a culture video coming up for you guys. And like I said, I'm going to be showing you our culture and how people use our culture. They try to emulate, but they can never duplicate. They say emulation is the best form of flattery. I would say emulation is the best form to say that you can't do nothing on your own. And to his point, when he's saying Africans are over there, hey, my nigga, and all this other stuff, here's an example of it. The African dudes that started doing the Beyonce line dancing over there when they saw black Americans doing it. I don't even rock with Beyonce, but I can give her flowers on that. She's rocking all across the world, the globe. That's black American. That's our culture. Our culture is impacting the world. Not just as a culture, but our culture overall is impacting the world. No one else has a culture where they continue to continuously impact the world. That's what we do as black Americans. We consistently impact the world. That's a part of our culture. To consistently impact the world. So like I said, family and friends, I can't wait to do that video, that broadcast for you guys. But with what Godfrey said, the bulk of it I agree with. But I also want to make it known that he's including himself here because he was born here and raised here. So it's all this we, our stuff. And if I was in Shannon's seat, I'd have been checking them on that. No, who is we? When did you start speaking French? You was just talking about the ones over there in England and, Idris Elba and, Africa speaking French. Colonialism. You're over here speaking French right now talking about we. And he would have corrected himself. But yeah, family. don't think that people don't know what we know. Don't think that people don't understand or grasp the whole gravity of Black American and our experiences. Because they do. They definitely do. But that's also why we need to start gatekeeping our culture. Gatekeeping our culture. Gatekeeping our culture. Because you'll have these same people who are walking, talking, acting like us, turning around and trying to tell us to our faces that Black Americans have no culture. And with that being said, family and friends, if you have not subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button along with the notification bell so you can be notified whenever these videos drop. Please make sure you're hitting the like and share button. Help me beat up the algorithm so we can get this message out to the ears that need to hear. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think about what Godfrey said. And with that being said, family and friends, oh, one more thing. Please make sure you're going down into the description, clicking the link to thechange.org, and putting your name on the petition to push the RDAS Act, the reparations for the descendants of slavery, to Congress. And with that being said, family and friends, the doors of the church are now closed. Peace, family.